Hey all, welcome to Unit 1. I'm going to give you a very brief overview of everything that we're going to do for this unit, really as the week's getting started. So to start off, I'm just going to go to weekly modules, and then you'll see right here in your Canvas, it might look a little bit different, but essentially it should have the same type of structure that's going on here. So what I love about Canvas is that there's just a natural progression of how everything's supposed to go. So if you haven't done this already, if you can do this before class starts, that would be awesome. If not, don't panic. I'm just looking for some introductions to all of you. So if you could, go ahead and post on this introduction discussion board. It's ungraded. I just want to get to know you a little bit more, something you're passionate about. Give me a picture of you so I can start to associate names with who you are and what you like. And give me a picture of something you're passionate about, whether it's your dog or books or video games, whatever it might be. Okay? So go ahead and complete that and comment on somebody just to be nice. Alright, so here we go. For Unit 1, we're going to be exploring the Romantic era. Now, before we dive into any of the text, I want you to make sure that you know that this whole idea of being a romantic artist, or particularly for us, a romantic poet, is not really about rom-coms and romance per se. The Romantics, they're a group of artists that are writing and publishing in the late 18th century and early 19th century. So they're consumed with the power of emotions in the natural world. And many, as I say here, would put a capital N in nature because it almost assumes the role of God and religion in romantic works. And we're going to see this over and over again in the poems that we're looking at, that the Romantics hold nature in such high esteem that it seems to kind of assume the reverence that many people would have later on, prior to, and even now for a type of God. Okay? So this era, it comes at the end of the Enlightenment. So during the Enlightenment, people are really consumed by the power of reason, by logic, by rules. So consequently, after that, the Romantics have this kind of punk rock spirit. They're rebelling against all the rules of the Enlightenment. They're experimenting with conventional ideas with things like religion, politics, and art, and they're kind of setting the standard for future generations to rebel against any authorities who assume the role of telling people what they should do or what they shouldn't be doing. All right? So if you like expressing yourself and you feel like a rebel, then the Romantics might just be for you. So as we look through these different poets, the different ideas that they're expressing, keep that in mind. These are kind of the original punk rockers. All right? And that's what's going on with the Romantics.